All right, guys, so today we're gonna go over some viewer requests. Ever since I did my tool holder, I've had lots of requests about some of the tools that was in the tool holder. So today we're just gonna go over my gambit of Dewalt tools, and I'll show you what I got. I'll give you some small reviews on some of the things that I have and how well they worked out for me. So let's get to it. All right, so we'll start going through these tools and reviewing them. First up is the wonderful 20-volt trimmer. It's been an awesome trimmer. It's super light. If you use a 4 amp-hour or higher battery, it lasts for a very long time. It's been an excellent trimmer. It's got 2 speeds, high and low, so if you're going around something that's a little brittle, an older fence or around the house, you can flip it in the low. Still chops the grass, but make sure you don't ruin anything. The model number on this particular one is DCS T920. It's been a great trimmer. We went ahead and paired it up with the Dewalt trimmer line. It's been excellent trimmer line, I must say. And I'm not one to buy, name brand trimmer line. Just buy the big bulk rolls and call it a day. But this actually has been great trimmer line, and it lasts a very long time. So, my opinion is, why not give it a whirl? You might be surprised. All right, paired up with that would be the XR brushless blower. This is the first gen. The second gen's got a little bit more CFMs. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit sleeker looking, but this still gets the job done. Still an excellent blower. If you could find one of these for cheap, I'd definitely pick it up. The model number for this one, somewhere, would be DCB L720. And this is the Type 1. So this is, the first rendition of this particular blower. Next up in the fancy list here would be the fan. Now, there is 2 renditions of this fan. This is the older one that actually has the 120 volt plug in the front, so you can either be battery powered or run off an extension cord. They both still have the hangers. They both still be, hung by screws. This one's a little less CFMs, a little less power draw, so this actually lasts longer on a 4 amp battery compared to the newer model that's a higher CFM on the same battery. My brother-in-law's got one, we compared it, and this one lasts about an hour longer when on high. So just keep that in mind. If you can find one of these, this is a DCE 511. I would rather have this one over the other one just because, you have the dual power, a little bit less CFMs, but longer battery life. The CFMs, we really couldn't tell a huge difference. The other one definitely blows a little harder, but this one definitely would be the one at my choice, just because you can, 2 different power options. Next up, we will go over the job site light. This bad boy is bright. It's got 3 levels, apologies. And it is super duper bright. It's also Bluetooth enabled. So let's just say that you're at a job site that didn't have electricity, you're going there at 5 a.m. in the morning and you wanted, light so you can see what you're doing. You could actually hang this in the 2x4. Once it's hung in the 2x4, use your phone to power it on or set a schedule to where it can light up your job site area to where you're not working in the dark. So pretty cool features. I don't use it for that. We usually use it for power outages, or if I'm working in a room where I had to kill the breaker to, replace outlets or what have you. Great light because it's just like daylight in that room. So definitely awesome tool. The model number on this one is DCL074. Excellent light. Next up, we have the 60 volt Now this is the 60 volt flex volt pancake air compressor. So this has to have a 60 volt battery to run. It goes all the way up to 120 PSI, which it does do 120 PSI. It'll run on a 6 amp hour battery. It'll run just on a workload between 3 and 4 hours. So if you had 2 batteries, you could definitely cycle them without any issues and be able to run this thing all day long. It will run a framing nailer, but the battery doesn't last nearly as long. So just keep that in mind. This is, mainly for, staplers, brad nailers, filling up tires. If you need air like to blow out a computer, it's perfect for that. It's just, the portability is just awesome. I love this thing. I use this way more than what I ever thought I would use it for. It's just been an excellent, excellent tool. All right, a couple more big tools before we get into the hand tools. This is a controversial tool. I think people buy this power washer, this portable power washer, thinking that they're going to replace their gas power washer or their plug in the wall power washer. Let me tell you, you're not. I think this thing's only 700 PSI, maybe. It's not really designed for that. A perfect example of what this would be great for, and I've used it multiple times for this, is, in the winter, I don't have a water hookup in my garage, but I want to get the salt off the car. You could fill a 5-gallon bucket up with water, attach their hose that comes with it, put it in the bucket, and you got water. And that works for anywhere, not just in your garage, but any place that you don't have access to a garden hose or water. You can just fill up a 5-gallon bucket or anything for that matter, and this thing will give you about 700 PSI, and you've got a portable power washer. It's great, like down at the pond. I put the adapter into the pond and it sucks the water out of the pond. I can clean off the dock, clean the paddle boat. It's excellent for that. Just keep in mind that this is not a power washer replacement. This is, a convenience device. It is better than the garden hose, so it is a step up from that. And you're not tethered besides to the garden hose. So I like it. For my specific use cases, it's been an excellent tool. My one complaint would be this door housing that holds the battery, and it will hold a 60 volt battery, by the way. You can see the clip broke. It's just a little plastic clip up, that wraps around these notches, and that's how it clips. It didn't last but a day. I don't know what they were thinking when I designed that, but terrible design. So I just get a piece of tape and tape it. It doesn't hurt the functionality of it. It's just, it's just annoying. All right, the portable vacuum. Oh, let me go back to this and give you the model number on this. I think there might be 2 renditions. TCP W550. Sorry about that. All right, so portable vacuum cleaners. This thing has been an awesome little portable vacuum cleaner. Great for cleaning out the car, great for if you're punching a hole in the wall and and you want portable vacuum to be able to suck that drywall or whatever so you're not making a huge mess. Works excellent for that. Works excellent for cleaning up little messes. It's easy to access the bin, easy to clean the filter. It's been an awesome little vacuum. I actually enjoy it. This hose comes off, but I am going to upgrade to the pack vac. It's a wet dry vac. It holds a little bit more volume. That's my only complaint. It doesn't hold a lot of volume. Another little complaint I have is, as you can see, I made like little adjustments, little air redirects. Is that when you're vacuuming, you have these vents right here that blow on the ground. So as you're backing up trying to vacuum, it's blowing everything you're trying to suck up away. So I just put these little redirects to blow the air up, and that seemed to solve that problem. That's my only real complaint about it. Other than that, this has actually been a little handy dandy vacuum cleaner. First in our list of tools would be, let me go over this model. This one was DCV 517. Next up is the heat gun. Been quite an amazing heat gun, actually. I didn't think a portable heat gun would be necessary, but I have used the tar out of this thing, whether it's rewiring a trailer, whether it's wiring up a stereo, whether it's trying to defrost a lock. This thing has been super duper handy. Now it doesn't get nearly as hot, as your plug in the wall heat gun, but it does get hot enough to do all those things I just mentioned without any issues. It does take a little bit longer to warm up in the winter, depending on how cold it is, to those higher temperatures, but it's been awesome. You can actually lock it into place, so you don't have to sit there holding the trigger the whole entire time. It's been an awesome tool. This has got 2 speeds, high and low. I never use low. High is my go-to. Model number for this is DCE 530, and that is the Dewalt heat gun. Next up in the arsenal would be the Big Mama Jamba. This is the bigger line of the 1/2-inch impacts. This is a 3-speed max 2400 IPM. I haven't found a lug nut yet, or a bolt yet, or even a hitch bolt yet that this thing hasn't been able to break. This has been an excellent tool. As you can see, it's filthy. I've used the tar out of it as well. It's just a great tool. It's heavy. It's got a lot of girth to it. Just keep that in mind. They do have levels down, but I wanted as much foot-pounds as I could possibly get for some of these things that work around the house. So this was my go-to. The model number on this one is DCF 899. Awesome brushless XR impact. Next up would be the Dewalt standard hammer drill. They have a couple of other renditions up from this. This is pretty much the original XR hammer drill. Again, you can see I've used the heck out of it. It hasn't missed a beat. Great for doing tap comms. Great for drilling in any wood. It's got plenty of torque, plenty of RPMs, 3-speed as well. Obviously, it's a hammer drill. It's been excellent. My only complaint is where the light location is. I like it better when the lights are up in the head versus down below. I feel like I block this too much. Other than that, that's the only feature I really changed on this. It's been an excellent hammer drill. Model number on this one is DCD 996. It's one of my workhorse tools. Next up is something that I need to change. So this is a 6.5-inch circular saw. It is a non-XR model, so it does not have the power that I need. If I was going to make a recommendation, I would stay clear of this. I would not go with a 6.5. You cannot cut 6x6 posts with it. It just doesn't have the horsepower to cut through some 3-inch, 3/4-inch plywood, any hardwoods. It just doesn't seem to have that extra power. And I got a Diablo blade on this, which is normally a pretty good ripping blade. So I would definitely step up to the XR, definitely step up to the 7.25-inch, maybe even go the worm drive route, but I would not recommend this. Now, if it comes with a kit and you're just using it around the house, cutting 2x4s and things, it's excellent because it's light and it's easy to maneuver. But if you're really working hard and doing things with it, I would step up to the 7.25 minimum. This is model DCS 391. And again, I would definitely, one of my first upgrades is going to be this saw right here. The next tool up would be the jigsaw. It's a pretty amazing tool. I've cut just about everything with it. It's got a nice light. It's adjustable. It's been excellent. Definitely recommend this jigsaw. It's a great tool. Next up would be the Sawzall, or the oscillating tool rather. This oscillating tool has probably been one of the more used tools in my arsenal. Hasn't missed a beat either. The only thing that I would say is, this is the XR version, but it doesn't have a speed control. You can't adjust the speed. If you're getting into some softer trim or drywall, this thing is like, you know, cruising right out of the gate, and I wish I could calm that down a little bit, so I wish I had a speed control. Other than that, it's great. The light is angled down. However, I wish this light was a split light, because, you know, when I'm working on something that's dusting up, I can't see. That light doesn't do me any good. Other than that, you know, fantastic tool. Must have in the arsenal. Next up is just the standard Sawzall. I will be upgrading to the smaller XR Sawzall. This one it's heavy, it's not really that powerful. It did come with a kit, so I can't really complain. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I would definitely go to the, you know, the next step up, the XR. But this model number is DCS 380. Oh, the model number on the Jigsaw was DCS 334. Great tool. Okay, the standard Dewalt LED light. What can I say about this? I hate it. It's terrible. Some of these positions, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. It's too easily, you know, moves too much, moves too easy. It's not really a lot of mounting. You have this, I don't know, hook thing. It doesn't work for me. I like things that have magnets. I like things that are a little bit more compact. You know, the brightness on it's okay. The battery life on it's terrible. Just not something I recommend. Again, it came with my kit, so, you know, as part of the kit, I didn't have much of a choice. It is in the arsenal, but I'll be honest, I've got Milwaukee lights and other third-party lights that I use that are far more superior than this DeWalt light. So just, you know, don't go spending your money on this if you don't have to. This model number is DCL 050. The next two tools up is a kit that I bought for drywall. This is the drywall drill. I didn't think I'd use this thing that much. I got the attachment actually for the impact, the 1/4 inch impact, and was kind of disappointed with how heavy it was and just very kind of cumbersome. This thing has been outstanding. It's light, it's ergonomic to where you can put your fingers up there to where you can put in your screws, your drywall. I love it. It's got a variable depth gauge on it. I mean, it's been an excellent tool. It's specifically for the drywall use, so if you don't do a lot of drywall, you know, I wouldn't go wasting your money. But other than that, it's been an excellent tool. And then this is the rotary tool for drywall. Again, this thing doesn't have a variable speed on it. I wish it did, because this thing is either on or it's off, and with a variable speed, I believe you could cut down on the dust a little bit, and it would have more applications. But other than that, it's been great for doing drywall work, or even cutting like 1/4 inch pieces of birch. It's been good for those things. So it's just your basic rotary. I think there's some better ones out there, but for your basic needs, this fits. This model number is DCS 551, and the model number for the drywall gun is DCF 620. All right, so this is the cutoff tool. This is the XR version of the cutoff tool. They have some other versions that aren't XR, aren't the brushless. I wouldn't go with any other one besides this one. It's the best of both worlds. It's light, it's compact, it's powerful. The battery life lasts a great amount of time. It's been a great tool. As you can see, that blade needs to be replaced. That cutoff wheel needs to be replaced. And you can see how dirty it is. I've used the heck out of this thing. Great for exhaust, great for sheet metal, great for cutting rebar, fencing. It's been an excellent cutoff wheel. You know, almost up there to my air-powered cutoff wheels. Been excellent. All right. Here are, let me give you the model number for that. Model number for that cutoff wheel is DCG 413. Okay, here we have the XR brushless adjustable oscillating sander. I've used this thing for everything. The convenience of just putting a battery on and being able to sand cordlessly, not having a cord go across the table when you're sanding big doors or boards. it has been phenomenal. Definitely put this on your must-have right out of the gate list, especially if you do a lot of sanding. It's been excellent. I would definitely recommend going up to this model with the adjustable speeds. They do have another one that's not adjustable speeds, not as convenient as this one with adjustable speeds. So definitely, I love this tool. Use the heck out of it. The wife uses the heck out of it. It's been excellent. This model number is DCW 210. As you can see, I'm getting sawdust everywhere, so let's put that bad boy down. All right, guys, I saved the best for last. The most used tool in my arsenal, must have, Dewalt XR 3-speed 1/4 inch impact driver. As you can see how dirty this thing is, I have used the daylights out of this thing. And I mean daylights, I've dropped it in the pond, I've dropped it in mud, I've dropped it in the snow, and it's been the most reliable, versatile tool I have within the arsenal. A must have if you don't have one. This is the 3-speed version, and I highly recommend getting the 3-speed version. They have other cheaper versions that don't have speeds on them. They even have some that only have, 1 or 2 lights. This has 3 lights. Definitely spend the extra money. Get the 3-speed. Make sure it's the XR. Pair it with a nice 4-amp battery, and you've got a tool that you'll use almost every day. This thing has been fantastic. The torque on it's fantastic. I've got nothing but just solid things to say. I know other manufacturers out there, Milwaukee and Ryobi, they're just as good. Don't get me wrong. All I can say is I've used the heck out of this, and I've had 0 issues. It hasn't missed a beat. It's been an excellent, excellent tool. The model number of this one is DCF 887. It's an older, I think, model. I think they're up to the 888 or 889 now. I can't remember. But either way, you can't go wrong. It's just been a phenomenal, phenomenal tool. So I know a lot of you thinking, why Dewalt? Well, initially I bought one of their kits and I bought into the ecosystem. So I don't, want to have 9 different batteries and 9 different chargers, and I bought into the ecosystem, and this ecosystem fits my needs. They have every tool that fits the things that I do. So I think when you're looking into buying into an ecosystem, look into all the tools that manufacturer sells and is available to you, and buy into that ecosystem. There's some specialty folks out there that do specialty jobs that Milwaukee makes that specialty tool for them, so they might go the Milwaukee route. For me, I went the DeWalt route, and I tell you what, I'm not disappointed. I know I hear a lot of things about the quality, and let's just face it, guys, the quality on everything is going downhill. I just want to get to, I want a good manufacturer that backs their products, easy to work with, and so far DeWalt has been. So this is not sponsored by DeWalt. I'm not a spokesperson for DeWalt. This is just, a guy in his garage bought into an ecosystem and is just sharing with you guys some of the tools that I use every day. All right, guys, last but not least, I'll go over the boxes. I bought into the Tough System 2.0 by Dewalt, and I love it. We're working on a river house, and I had to take my tools back and forth, and this system has been phenomenal. It's tough. I've dropped it out of the back of the truck. It holds all my tools that I need. It's got great organizers. It's been an excellent system. It's just been fantastic. It's got bigger wheels on it, so it can go over terrains. Here, it's got bigger wheels, so you can go over different types of terrain without any problems. The handle's adjustable. which is another awesome feature. It's the handle can come off, so it actually fits in the back of my truck with my tonneau cover, which is something that was a must. And it's really easy too. You just, these little red levers, you just click them in, push in the button, and man, it's out. So definitely, you know, this has been a handy dandy box for me. I was actually going to get the Milwaukee box, but I ended up getting a really good deal on this Tough System 2, the 3 box one with some dividers, and it's met my needs. It's been great. So, you know, if you guys are looking for a box or something to store your tools in, this Tough System 2.0 is definitely been great to me. Well guys, that's it. That's my arsenal. I guess as I get more arsenal, I'll, you know, do some videos and let you guys know what I think of the tools. But as it is right now, I've got some upgrades. The circular saw I'm gonna upgrade. The Sawzall I'm probably gonna upgrade. So look forward to those upgrades. All right guys, I think that's all I have to go over. I will keep you guys informed on other tools that I get, some of the upgrades like the circular saw and the Sawzall that I get. Any more different style boxes I get for the Tough System, I'll go over those. Just remember, please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Hopefully this video helped you guys out or helped you make a decision on, you know, maybe what ecosystem you want to buy into. I'll talk to you guys soon. Next video, I actually may go over some of the Milwaukee M12 fuel stuff. That's the other set that I have that's a little bit more portable, and let me tell you, that Milwaukee M12, you can't go wrong with it. So that'll probably be a next video, next review. Let me know what you guys want to see from that, what you're curious about, and we'll talk to you then. Y'all have a wonderful day and Happy New Year.